As always, we're back in Subnautica. I don't seem to be able to stop playing this game. Last session, we explored a couple of like signals and beacons that I had left in the environment, places I wanted to explore while I was, after I got a Cyclops and a prawn suit that could handle the depth. But there's one place I went a long time ago that I wanted to come back to after I was better equipped, and that's where I placed Beacon 3. Smeg Rainbow Pony was asking me if I've got enough power to use this thing, and I do. I've now got a locker that is filled with power cells and also nuclear reactor rods, which I actually don't have a purpose for yet. I have not built a nuclear reactor, but I've also got enough stuff in these lockers to build a base anywhere I want to build a base. I don't know where I want to build a base exactly. Maybe I want to build one at Beacon 3. I don't know, but let's go head over to Beacon 3. Power up the engine. And then let's back up a little bit. And actually, let's switch to our cameras. Make it easier to avoid just hitting random crap. The shallows are really not the place you want to drive a Cyclops submarine. So Old Ack says, "What game is this? Breath Edge?" No, Old Ack was just watching me play Breath Edge for a while, and is joking because I think other people were coming here and saying, "What is this? Subnautica?" But yeah, no. This is we're going back to Subnautica after playing a couple sessions of Breath Edge, which it is interesting watching how Subnautica has become influential in this genre, right? Because Breath Edge feels like it is not just a survival game, it is a survival game directly in the tradition of Subnautica, where the way that they're telling the story to you, using an AI voice to explain things to you, having there be like environmental storytelling, you're sort of uncovering what happened in a crash, and you're moving in a 3D space where how far you can go is regulated in part by your access to oxygen. Like a lot of it is very, very similar to Subnautica, which is not a complaint. I mean, I think it's really good actually when developers, learn from models that work, lean into what players are accustomed to and what they, and they can basically take an idea. You can take an idea further if you, I'm assuming I've already been in here. You can take an idea further if players are already accustomed to the basics. Then you can actually, it gives you actually more opportunities to try new things if a lot of what you're doing is familiar. Okay, so I just wanted to real quick make sure this isn't something I've seen before. Oh, a sea glide fragment. What am I doing? Scanning it. I mean, you can never have too much trash metal. Where's the hole in this one? There it is. Okay, yeah, so I already came in here, grabbed the data dealy. So, nope, nothing interesting about this. And of course I missed the sea glide fragment the first time because that was how I played the game. How do I get into my own hatch? All right, so nothing important there. Get started again. All right. So it is not getting deep yet. We're going to have to keep going. Ah! So Minihid said, was already convinced that I had already explored that particular pod. It's probably one of the earliest pods you find in the game. And it would have been really obvious if I hadn't. Graceface says, I love this game so much. Such a gem. I play nothing but this and State of Decay 2. Well, I am honored that our game has met such a high standard. The tank, we're still figuring out a lot of answering a lot of those questions about what State of Decay 3 could and should be. So I couldn't even begin to hint, but it's interesting to see your perspective on its potential. The trouble with making a sequel is that, There's some people in your audience who just want your game to be a different game. And they're like, you know what I really want? I'm playing your game because it's kind of close to my fantasy, but what I really want is a completely different game. But then there's going to be other people in your audience who are like, I love the game you made so much. Please make the new game just like the old game. And those are kind of two very those are opposite ends of a spectrum, right? There's a lot of people who are in between. People who want small tweaks to the game but have it be roughly the same. Okay, it looks like this mountain is actually actively preventing me from bringing the Cyclops in. Let's orbit this thing and figure out what we can do. So yeah, so like whatever we make for State of Decay 3, it needs to still be a State of Decay game. And we've actually been doing research on audience perceptions and stuff like that to try to help figure out, make sure that we understand what the audience sees as essential aspects of State of Decay. Like what we could not change or lose and have it still be the same game. Yeah, so I can't go any higher than this. So it could be that this trench here is actually where I want to go. Whoa, wait, what? I don't think... Wait a minute. Oh, we're here. I followed the wrong beacon. Beacon 3 is the anti-aircraft tower. Well, okay, hold on a second. That's not Beacon 3. Ah, I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on. We've already been here before. It's Beacon 1. So we probably... Okay, there's Beacon 1 way out there. That's where we need to go. Well, of course this place was shallow. It's a freaking island. It's Beacon 1's in the absolute opposite direction. I'm so good at this. Okay, so here we go. Now we're headed towards the actual beacon we wanted to head towards. Oh, Smoke Rainbow Pony, that is a very good point. So one of the reasons I got confused was because I couldn't... When I planted my first several beacons, I couldn't figure out how to name them successfully. But now I know how. And so Beacon 3, you're getting renamed. I don't remember if I put you underwater or on land or what. I guess it's looking like underwater. Ooh, mineable stuff. What am I doing? I don't need lead right now. Alright, where did I... Do I need to get to you from land, or is there a way underwater to get there? Dang it! Oh, little butterfly. Sweet. Because I could easily see myself having... Oh, you know what? I think I maybe got here... I got here via the teleporter. Whenever I run, I don't have a light. I got here via the teleporter, and I think I put the beacon near the teleporter, deep underground. That's right. Okay, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with that right now. There's no way I'm finding my way deep into the tunnel system to do that. So let's head back. Sometime I'm going to come back here. Maybe I'll come back here not on a stream. Track down that beacon and rename it. For right now, not going to bother. So talking about other survival games, the tank says, I am so addicted to Grounded right now. I play it so much. That is definitely another game in this tradition. So I played it when it first came out in early access, and so I don't know how it's grown since then. Let's do this. Which way am I facing? And so I don't know. So one thing that they didn't have very much of when I first arrived was sort of the slowly uncovering story that you have in a game like Subnautica. So I'm not sure if they've developed any of that since then. But I did love sort of just their overall approach. I mean, there are so many games that are that like that are very similar in this genre. It's like, hey, you're on a desert island and you have to try to survive. Like, there's a lot of desert island ones, and finding a setting that was really unique and sort of like still intuitive. Like, it's not like you're living like on an alien planet where everything is just completely crazy. Like, it's still an intuitive survival simulator because it's got a lot of familiar touchstones, but it's so out there and you're still solving just completely different kinds of problems than you would solve in another setting. So it's like it was a brilliant idea for a game. I'm very, very impressed with Obsidian. Okay, so Tank says that they have had a story that's been hinted at through things you can find in the environment, so that's cool. But yeah, but they're not. It seems like they don't have the complete story yet, according to the Tank. They're doing a lot of mechanical tweaking, which is kind of the point of early access. Like, yeah, like that's why you want to do early access, is because there's just stuff you can't learn about the experience of playing your game until you've seen a lot of people playing your game. So we got some reefbacks here. So I just learned, by the way, that reefbacks are a really great place to get copper. For a long time, I was struggling to get copper all the time because the limestone that you mine it from, it usually has a lot of like titanium in it, and you end up using copper, kind of a large amount of copper doing sort of basic electronic stuff, and so. Yeah, so I was kind of getting frustrated by my lack of copper, but it looks like, but like these guys, the barnacles on their backs are actually full of copper, very reliably. So that was good to know. So Renethcord brings up the fact that we actually did a stream with the creators of Grounded to like learn a lot, to share and learn a lot more about that game for our audience, because we thought our audience would actually be really interested in what our sister studio was working on. And if anyone hadn't tried Grounded yet, we thought that people who like State of Decay might like Grounded. We have actually been thinking, so Ranethcord is suggesting we could do more of that with different developers, and I agree. Actually, that's actually an idea we've had independently. That it might be kind of fun to find indie developers who are making games that are sort of in the basic wheelhouse of people who like State of Decay, and seeing if we can, do streams with them and let people see, what else is going on. They're not going to have a brand new State of Decay game to play for quite some time. They're going to have updates to State of Decay 2, but we're not going to be giving people a brand new game for a while. But a lot of other people are, so that could be kind of cool. Smoke Rainbow Pony says, titanium is needed a lot too, so it's okay if you get it during a copper run. Yeah, I don't mind getting the titanium. I just mind that it's not copper when I want copper. That's the only problem. Okay. So, past the floaty tower. The sort of like avatar tower here. Oh no, my controller batteries are low. That makes me want to push the X button to swap them out. The Tank says that we at Undead Labs gave that team a lot of hype cred, and everyone in the community talks about that co-stream. They do? That's okay. I didn't realize that, because I don't think that, like, in terms of just sheer number of views, I don't think it got a whole ton. But number of views doesn't really reveal necessarily how interested. What creature attack? What? What's going on? What's attacking me? Hold on. Oh, crap. What? How do I... Can I... Do I have to go outside to fix it? What do I do? I've never had a creature attack me before. Wait, I've left the engine on. I should probably not do that. Hold on. Because I think that it stops being a target once you turn the engine off. Okay, so I don't know what's out there. They said it was somewhere midway along the fuselage. Oh, hey, yeah, so that time when I saw a bunch of random stuff hanging out next to the Cyclops, it was that, apparently. Okay, here we go. Interesting. Okay, I think that was probably it. So I don't know what attacked us. Let's have a look at our hull strength. And okay, yeah, it's all back to normal. Cool.
Engine powering up.
All right, it's a little creepy. Just a little bit. Okay, so I left this beacon at the opening to a trench. The take says that that they actually started playing Grounded because I talked about how fun it was to run around and jump on clover leaves, and it's kind of progressed from there. Well, I'm Grounded is a really clever game, and even though I haven't, I didn't actually get into survival games of that type until I played Subnautica recently, and so I didn't play that much Grounded after I sort of, discovered how cool it was. I still, really, really appreciate that game. I think it's really cool. Okay, so can I actually lower myself into this? And also, how low can I go? 900 meters. Okay, I'm not there yet. I want to make sure I'm not hitting anything. And I don't want to steer at all, because I know I can fit into the trench this way. I don't know how easily I can get back out again. Oh, oh, oh. Did I hit something? This is the upstairs camera. This is the tail camera. Yeah, it does look like maybe I'm scraping the wall. Okay, I'm steering just slightly to keep from scraping too much. This sure does just go deeper and deeper, doesn't it? Yeah, they're playing the bad stuff music. Okay, this is probably low enough that I can easily get up here from the prawn suit.
Engine powering down.
All right, all right. So Smoke Rainbow Pony says, isn't that just one of the cave musics? I don't know. I don't know what causes the music. It just sounds like bad things are happening. Also, my prawn suit is misaligned. Whatever. Okay. So there's a bunch of blood oil down here. I could mine some of that if I want to. Let's look around a bit first. So there's supposed to be some kind of like alien facility at about 800 meters. And the first time I came down here, I was terrified the whole time, and I was kind of under-equipped. I had a Seamoth, I think, but it couldn't go very far. Oh, I've got an odd number of deep mushrooms at home. Hold on a second. There. I think that's going to even me out. All right. Anyway. Oh, yeah, and some nuke fuel. I've still not built a nuclear reactor. So, but I'm just... It's like I don't want to build the reactor until I've got infinite nuclear fuel. And also, I want to build it in, like, my best base, whatever my best base ends up being. Maybe it'll be a base that I build here. I don't know. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to rename Beacon 1. Let's make sure I do that on the way out. Raneth Cord says, on Game Pass, Grounded is listed as game preview. Does that mean I only get to play a demo of it, or is that what Microsoft is calling early access? That is Microsoft's term for early access. So yeah, they're calling it game preview because they want you to be really, really aware of the fact. Is this just regular limestone? Huh, neat. Oh, but that's shale. Okay. Anyway, yeah, they want you to know the game's not finished. They want it to be really obvious. That's why they put that big old giant label on it. I'm not going to grab very much of this just because I don't even know what more valuable stuff I'm going to find. Okay. I'm just going to keep going deeper because that's what smart people do. But yeah, as they update the game, I believe that game preview will eventually just turn into the regular game. Oh, right. Did I bring any water? Yes, one thing of water. Okay, I'm going to need to go back for food at some point. Wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, so I keep having to get out of the prawn suit because I've replaced both of its arms. One of them with the grapple and the other one with the drill, because those are sort of the unique things. I mean, I need the grapple a lot of the time to get around. And the drill allows me to mine all of the unique things I couldn't mine without the prawn suit. And so I don't want to waste that slot on just a default arm if I can have the drill, which means I just got to get out of the prawn suit again and again to pick up all this stuff. Whoa. Should I go even deeper? Oh, look, fossils. So this is the same biome I was exploring before when I found that big old skull. I don't know if it's the same cave complex. That cave complex felt like...
indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
Yeah, so that place felt like it was like I had explored its limits. You know, I felt like I had found the edges of it and it wasn't going to lead me anywhere new. But while I was in there, Cloudcraft kept hinting that I was going to be able to get here, I think, from there. But it could just be that they're two different caves that look the same and have the same biome. Or they could be connected in a place I just never found. Okay, Minihood says this is the same cave complex, so maybe I just couldn't find the connection between the place I was in before and the place I am now. Wow, we are getting down there. So, because I forgot to stock up on food, we are going to have to head back at some point. Ooh, silver. No, I've got silver. It's fine. It's fine. I got plenty of silver. I mined one of these last time and filled up my inventory with silver. It was amazing. Okay, so... Oh, that looks like it goes even deeper. Wow. Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to hit crush depth for this prawn suit. And it's going to be a sad time. And hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to get out before I die of thirst. Yes, squishing amoebas. Okay, so it said that the alien complex I'm looking for, I think, is at 800. Oh. Is this the alien complex? We've got waterfalls. We've got big giant monsters. And more importantly, we've got architecture. Oh, and Minihood says lots of smoke vents that would be good for thermal plants. And there's a huge corpse over there, I just noticed. So could I actually build a base down here? That sounds reckless. I assume these beacons are leading somewhere? So there's... Okay, this... Oh, hello. Yeah, when you've got a lot of pop-in, it does make exploration a little bit harder. Oh, man. The problem is I'm going to die of thirst. Like, if I spend too much time here, I'm going to end up with a serious thirst problem.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
So, is there an entrance? I want to learn what I can about this place, and then maybe trace my way back and come back better equipped. And maybe with a second beacon to sort of guide me here. Because I believe this is supposed to be the disease research complex. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, there's some monsters who like me. So maybe what I'll do is turn back now.
Detecting an alien broadcast.
Oh, what?
Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Oh, cool. Hazardous materials. Okay, so I actually don't know how easily I'm going to find my way out of this. Minihood says you can build a base down here, and it's probably a good idea. So I really didn't know that quartz was made out of silicon. What the? Go away. I pushed the A button to jump because that's what most games do. Trying to Spider-Man my way through this thing. Oh, crap. I'm almost at crush depth. Let's get our thrusters charged back up again. Okay, here we go. Okay, I should examine that corpse at some point, just not right this second. Wow, this place takes some time. So I can see the value of having a base down here, if nothing else, just to give me a place to sort of rest and recharge that doesn't require me to navigate my way out of the entire complex. Wouldn't necessarily need to be a big base. Luckily, I have brought everything I need. So I would want to probably position it somewhere away from those monsters. So like maybe like this chamber with its sort of like plateaus and things. Maybe this would be a good spot to build a base. I could build it here, and then I could take little jaunts over to the disease research place. Yeah, so like people are suggesting that I need to have like a storage outpost or maybe a farm outpost. Okay, looks like I'm pretty close. Wouldn't be bad to have a scanner outpost down here. There's so many valuable materials here. Like, I still haven't figured out where you get kyanite, for instance, or nickel. Can you get those things down here? I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to grab every ruby, but I'm going to grab this ruby. Am I? Yes, I am.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It is almost 10 o'clock, and so this episode might just be... Am I still, like, practically directly below my base? No, I'm just so far down that the vertical direction is more prominent than the horizontal direction. Okay, so... Where did my Cyclops go? There it is. Okay. Got a little turned around. Okay, so here's my plan. I'm going to go back to Big Nasty. I'm going to eat and drink. Be merry. Okay, fine. I'll pick up one of these. And then I'm No. No. Not inventory. Just get in the suit. Oh, one of these guys. Is that... I think that's not too close to where I wanted to build the base. Oh, so folks are asking if I want an answer about where to get kyanite, or if I want to discover it myself. I mean, I wouldn't mind hints about it. Whether or not, you know, what kind of thing I'm looking for. Is it a crystal I'm going to mine somewhere? Is it like a byproduct of some kind of biological process? Is it in an animal, on a plant? I could imagine all of those things potentially being true. The tank is making cayenne pepper jokes.
Calorie intake recommended.
Yep. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. This is a well-timed return.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, so yeah, I deliberately brought enough stuff with me that I will be able to set up a base here. But maybe that's something we're going to save for next session because it's about time for me to go. I don't have that much water either. I've got some water, some food. Building a water filtration system would probably be a smart move. So that I can start, yeah, purifying stuff. I do have plenty of food. It's water that I didn't bring enough of. Let me quickly put away all my stuff. Like my rubies. Ruby, diamond, ruby. Probably just keep the uranium in here. I might not have room for titanium, but if I'm about to build a base, that's fine. And then heavy metals. I got one more space for this. And then, I don't know, I can just stick this in here, I guess. Okay. Oh, another thing I forgot to do. Now that I've upgraded, between sessions, I upgraded my decoy launcher. So now I can load 5 decoys in there. So I should probably do that. All right, so here we are. So the plan for next session is we're going to live here now. We're going to make ourselves a base so we've got an easy place to sort of come back to replenish our water, replenish our food, and also to store stuff. And then we can go and explore deeper. Folks are saying that kyanite is a big crystal and it is deeper. So I don't know. The prawn suit can't go any deeper. So it might be kind of, it'll be interesting to figure out how I managed to get myself deeper without a vehicle. But I don't know. We're going to have to see. So we're going to investigate. We're going to build a base. We're going to investigate that disease research center. And then we're going to see if this cave system lets us go deeper or if there's an even deeper place somewhere that we have to go that is separate. Minihood says the prawn suit can't go any deeper yet. Yeah, so I think what it needs is it either needs nickel or kyanite. I don't remember which one it was. It needs one of those minerals that I have not yet discovered before I can upgrade it to the Mark whatever depth module. So I'm gonna have to figure out one of those resources somehow before I can go deeper than 900 meters with the prawn suit. In the meantime, though, yeah, I need to get off to work. So you can subscribe to my channel. And whenever I go do that base building session, it's going to be here. So you can follow that link. And yeah, this was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me.